Hey Salties, it's Caribbean Chris. As most of you know, Jeff and I recently attended MACNA in Washington, D.C. While at the event, we stopped by the Reef Savvy booth to talk with Felix about the 2015 Dream Tank giveaway. He told us about his personal experiences that led him to start fundraising for St. Jude, some of the great manufacturers and vendors involved with this year's giveaway, as well, and most importantly, about the great cause that your donations go to support. So up next, he'll tell you all about it.
You know, for me, this started because I've always, my adult life for the most part, we've given to St. Jude, just like an individual, like many people do. Well, we would send like $30, $40, $50 a month, just automatically. But about 4 years ago, when my son was 4 years old, he got diagnosed with something called histiocytosis X, which is a really rare cancer, and it's a real terrible thing. And we spent a long time in the hospital and in the oncologist department and back and forth and doing all kinds of tests that you don't want to do to anyone, let alone a kid. And after all these months of like dealing with this and sitting in those waiting rooms with those parents and those kids and looking at all those faces, that it's like, I can't even describe it, right? I mean, you could think about it, but until you're in those shoes, you don't know what it's like, right? Well, it turns out our son is okay. At the end, he didn't have it. But we were physically in the shoes of those parents, and we got to experience what it would be like. So when we came out of that, it totally changed my life. Like 100%. Like I talk about it and I get goosebumps, honestly, still to this day. So, we heard about the St. Jude walk that was happening the first year, and we didn't give anything away. We just tried to get people to donate, and we raised like $1,000, which is pretty good. The average person, from what I understand, raises $150 for the whole walk, right? So we did $1,000. That was like a big accomplishment. So the following year, we said, hey man, what if we give like a little tank? And we ended up giving this little tank, and we raised $15,000. We couldn't believe it that we gave away a little cube with nothing, and we raised $15,000. And then the year after that, or let's see, I think it was in last year, 2014, we gave away like this big grand prize, which is a 90-gallon tank, and we ended up raising almost $40,000. And we actually were number one in Florida, number two in the entire country, right? And we ended up, I set a $20,000 goal, and we hit $38,900 something. Like, we didn't see that coming. And we realized that we have like the ability to do that. We're like in a special position to be able to raise so much money because of what we do. And it wasn't me by myself. This year we have like 23 vendors that got in on it. And almost anybody, all the big names that you can imagine, Ecotech, Neptune Systems, Orfec, just a bunch of them. It's listed on the website. There's over 20 vendors. Since last year, we raised $38,000, and we gave away one prize. We figured that this year we had to do it even bigger. So we're giving away a bigger prize, a better prize, and then we're giving away a second tank, another prize, and we're giving away a third prize, which is a Ghost Overflow, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth. And we have just so many different prizes that we're giving, and this is our community doing this. It's not just me; it's all the different manufacturers and vendors that I talked about, and we're totally blown away by just how big the hearts are of all the reefers in our industry. Speaking of all the wonderful vendors that actually participate in the Dream Tank giveaway, in the 2015 Dream Tank giveaway, here's one right now, Neptune Systems. They've given us already. For this year, they're doing an Apex Gold system. Last year, they did an Apex Gold system, and then at the year before that, they did an Apex Gold system and an Apex Junior at MACNA. So we're like on the fourth or the fifth Apex Junior, and I don't even have to ask them. They're lifers. I have so many different guys and companies that participate in this, that their response is this. Literally, while I've been here at the banquet, I had a few of them come up to me and say, hey man, I'm a lifer too. Rod from Rod's Food, hey, I'm a lifer. Marco Rocks, I'm a lifer. I don't even have to ask them. I know that as long as I do this, they don't care. They're in on it. And I am too. I'm always gonna give a tank every single year. You know?
This is an important cause. I mean, what could be a better cause than helping children?
I can't think of a better one.
I'm so behind you with this.
There are a lot of causes in our industry that I know are for our industry, and I'm with that too. But
yeah, I mean, if you're out there, you buy the tickets, and if you're in the industry, you donate something for this tank, okay? It's one of the most important things you can do this year. Help the kids, help them with cancer. Let's get it done.
And we're gonna do it with your help.
Everybody?